So I will send you basically this through email. It'll have the host name, and everybody's name is hosting name is the same because this is the university's hosting service. And then I will send you a username, and this will have your name in there and a password. It'll look something like that, and then you can have this so that you can test the site out. So so you could actually go to this right now and click on the link, and it should show you a directory page. All right, if you've done nothing on your site. So okay, so once you request this, then your next step is to download FileZilla. So I'll shimmy this off the page and come over here. Okay, so FileZilla. There was a link to that, but of course you can just search on line for that, FileZilla. I didn't make up the name, but it's pretty cool. Okay, so FTP, blah, 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 blah. So click on that, and all platforms, of course, I'm on a Mac. So I'll click on this, and then I get this Mac OS X. Yes, yes, please. And then I click on that. And then this guy comes up, and all I need is the basic guy. You don't need this, you don't need that. This basic standard FTP is all you're going to want. So you're going to click download on that. So click that, download it to your computer, and then find it on your desktop or wherever your downloads go, maybe your downloads folder. And double click on that, and it will begin to install the FileZilla app free of charge. Whoop, move that out of the way. All right, so once you've got it, now open it up, and this is the first screen that you're going to see. This is the progress window up here. This is the remote site or remote server. This is the internet stuff here. And then over here are the stuff that's online. And then the stuff over here is what is on your computer. So this is my computer right here. All right, so that's the local site, your computer, and then the remote server is the stuff that's online. All right, so you need to go and grab your credentials that were sent to you via email because you're going to need these. All right, so back to FileZilla here. You go to File and then Site Manager, and then this window comes up, okay? So I've got my sites here. The first thing I do is create new sites, and I'm going to call this brand spanking new, okay? It doesn't really matter what you call that, but that's the name of your site. So brand spanking new. All right, then I've got this stuff over here. I hit new site, created that. Now I got to deal with this stuff. This first one here, you don't need to do anything to. FTP is what we want. The host, this is the host name here. So we select this, copy to the clipboard, and paste that in. You can put port 21 over here. You don't need to do anything usually, and everything is fine. So I'm going to leave it blank. This here, explicit, don't get rattled by it. Click on the drop down and go to only use plain FTP. And then this, of course, normal. Just leave that there. All right, so now we have the two other guys, the user and the password. Username right here, copy that guy and paste it in. Now we need the password, copy this guy, make sure you don't have any extra spaces and stuff like that. Copy that, paste that in, and that's really it. And I hit connect. And you get this little warning here, don't worry about it, just go okay. And you can see a few things, successful. And then I've got this stuff here. And I've already uploaded a folder, but you know what I'm gonna do is delete that. Delete this folder, delete. Okay, all right, so pretend you didn't see that there. All right, so this is what you should see. It should say directory listing successful. And you should see some stuff here. It might be exactly like this, and then it might not be. All right, so right now there's nothing in there. So what I will do is I'm going to copy this URL address. This is the thing that you were sent. So I'm gonna come back over here. I'm gonna paste this in here and see what we have. This is the directory. There's nothing here. Okay, that should be the first thing you see when you've done nothing. All right, so let's drag this back off the thing, and then let's find our exercise 2 folder, which I already have. You can call it whatever you want. And I've got my index and my contact and my images in there. So I've already done the coding for this, And I'm not going to go over that because there's a simple video, of course, in class to walk you through creating the index file and creating the contact us and the, of course, the images, and make sure your coding is correct. And the way to check that is to just double click it, and I will double click on my index and our browser will open up. Here we go. All right, so there's a browser, and that is Iron Man, and it says it's coming off of my computer here. It's on my desktop exercise. So this is not on the web yet. This is just in the browser, and I can test it out here. Everything works great. Got my my email address in there and all of that, and I can go back to my home page and it should work. If you've done your coding correct, that should work. So that's your first test level right there. All right, so let's get rid of that. And then we want to just get our folder here. And so on my desktop, and you know what I'll do is I will click the desktop here. Okay, so my folder is here, and all I had to do is drag this on to this remote server, and you get all of this stuff. And again, this stuff here is just telling you what has uploaded, and you like to see this right here, successful. Okay, so now you remember, I'll bring this back over. We did this and there was just these folders. So I'm going to refresh and I should see now this exercise 2. Refresh. There's the exercise 2. If I click on that, I'm at my, um, I can see my stuff live now. It's live on the internet. And that's it. That's all you have to do. You get your credentials, you download the FileZilla, and you create your HTML stuff, and you drag the folder here. Now you could also go through this if you don't want to drag and drop. You can go through your files here, and I can't remember where here. Let's see, there's my desktop and there's my exercise 2. Don't worry about all this stuff. Don't worry about any of this junk. And you can click on your exercise 2 and you can see the folders that are in there. Again, don't worry about this stuff in here. You created the index, you created the contact us, you created the images, which are there. Don't worry about this stuff. And you can go backwards by clicking on this guy, double click, and then double click. And now I'm in my exercise 2 folder, and then I can just drag it from here over to there, or I can right click and upload this, and then it'll upload over here. And then once it's there, again, you can take your URL here, copy that. I'm gonna go back to this, and I will just close that, create a new one, and paste this in here like so. There it is. I've got this directory, click on that, boom. This is the thing that you would post in class for the folder that you set up.